Hello students, welcome back to the class. During the last class we have discussed about Niti Aayog, National Institution of Transforming India. Now in this class we are going to study about three topics. One is residuary powers. What is called residuary power? What are the legislative items which are divided between, what are the lists which are divided between the central government as well as state government, and we will discuss about what are the important powers of Sarpanch. So these are the three important things. So first one, when we are talking about residuary powers, according to the Article 248 of Indian Constitution. So according to the Article 248 of Indian Constitution says that all the residuary powers should be vested in the hand of central government. So whatever the residuary powers are nothing but additional powers that should be under the control of central government. Additional powers. So Parliament has a powers to make the law on the residuary items like union list, state list, concurrent list. So all the powers, residuary items means like defense, railways, defense, railways, atomic sectors like atomic energy, nuclear power stations, highways, national highways, or central institute like IIM. So whatever in this field, central government have right to make the law. Parliament has right to make the laws upon all the lists such as union list, state list, concurrent list regarding education, health purpose. So here if you see that additionally the central government enjoys more power when you are comparing with the state government. So this is called residuary power. According to the constitution, according to the Article 248 of Indian Constitution says that Indian government has given residuary powers. First thing is, if you see that residuary powers are vested in the hand of central government, and here if you see the Parliament has a power. So Parliament has given a powers to make the law on the residual items like union list, state list, concurrent list. Union list already we know, whenever the in some matter the Parliament have right to make the laws of union, state and concurrent. In terms of emergency, when the emergency will declare in state level, the Parliament have right to make the laws on state list, and the Parliament will get right to make the laws on both concurrent. Concurrent means both central and state government when they are participating in making the law. So that is called as concurrent list. So this is one point. Next I'll go forward, 25th one. What are the legislative matters which are divided between central and state level? So if you see that legislative matters which are mainly divided between central and state government, if you see, so in legislative matter is mainly divided between central government and state governments are mainly classified into three lists. So legislative items which is divided between central and state governments are mainly classified into three lists. First list is called union list, state list, concurrent list. Union list means already we know, we have discussed in the earlier chapter. So union list means whenever the central government have right to make the law, the power completely which is vested in under the control of central government to make the law, that is called as union list. So if you are taking about union list, there are 98 items are there in which central government have right to make the law. The power to the central government have right to make the law on the list, that is called as union list, such as defense, insurance, income tax, etc. Now next, apart from this we can find posters, post office, telephone, telegraph, railways. All these sectors the central government have right to make the law, so that is called as union list. State list, the list in which only the state government have right to make the law, so that comes under the state list. So there are nearly 59 items are there which are completely under the control of state list, such as the state government have right to impose land revenue. Whenever the state government have right to impose tax regarding lands, state government have right to make the laws regarding education. State government have right to make the laws regarding state public transport like bus facilities, state public transport. State government have right to make the laws regarding health. So all this list the state government enjoys the power. whenever the power to enact the laws are vested in under the control of state list, that state government, that is comes under the state list, we can find land revenues, education, state public transport facilities, health facilities, etc. Apart from this, when we are talking about concurrent list are nothing but the list in which both central and state government have right to make the law. Central government and state government, they have both the government have right to make the law, that comes under the concurrent list. So overall we have 52 items which are included in concurrent list, like we can find criminal law, marriage, divorce, forest, education, all these things comes under the concurrent list. So in this list, both central government as well as state government have right to make the law. Overall 52 items are there. 52 items are the 52 list in which both central and state government have right to make the law. Few of the list they have given criminal law. Criminal laws, not only the central government, state government have right to make the law, because criminal activities are common in central as well as state level. To control the criminal activities, central government as well as state government have right to make the law. Next come to the point, laws regarding marriage, laws regarding divorce. Marriage and divorce are common at both the levels, central level, state level, and to control this act and to run smoothly the administrations or the activities in the society, okay, marriage as well as divorce laws are mainly under the control of both central and state government. Forest, we can find the act which are regarding forest, both central and state government have right to make the law regarding forest as well as education also. In education matter, state government will take the decisions regarding state education, central government have a law regarding the central education, etc. So in terms of some list, both central and state government have right to make the law, so that comes under the concurrent list. So overall what we have discussed that legislature matters are mainly classified into three types. One is called union list, state list, concurrent list. Union list is nothing but whenever the central government has the power to make the law, that comes under union list. So overall we have 98 items in which central government have power to make the law, like defense, insurance, income tax, postage, telephone, telegraph, etc. State list means the power to make the law which is vested under the control of state government, so that is called as state list. So 59 items are included in the state list, like land revenue, education, state public transport as well as health, that comes under state list. Next come to the point concurrent list, the power to make the law which is vested in the hand of both central and state government, that comes under concurrent list. For example, criminal laws, marriage, divorce, forest as well as education, both central and state government have right to make the law, so that comes under the concurrent list. Next we will go forward, Sarpanch. Sarpanch is the first person of village, because he is the head of the village and that's why he is the first person of village, and the responsibility of the Sarpanch is he have to play the important role for development. He is a person which is the political head of village. He is the first person of village because he is the person, he is the political head of village and that's why he is the first person. Next come to the point. Sarpanch is mainly elected by registered voters of village. How the Sarpanch is elected? Sarpanch, suppose a particular village is there. In this village, how the Sarpanch is elected? The village of the persons are electing the Sarpanch. So the Sarpanch is elected by the registered voters. Registered voter of the village will elect the Sarpanch. Next one, Sarpanch also presides the meeting of Gram Panchayat as well as Gram Sabha. Whenever the meetings are conducted for Gram Panchayat as well as Gram Sabha, so Sarpanch will preside over the meeting. And the responsibility of Sarpanch is implements resolutions for Gram Panchayat as well as Gram Sabha. So whenever he wanted to implement any resolution, so Sarpanch will implement resolutions for Gram Panchayat as well as Gram Sabha. So this is the point. So again we will discuss about three important questions we have studied. Children, first we have discussed about residuary power. According to the article 248, easily you can remember 2 4 2 is 8. If you wanted to remember easily, 2 4 is 8, 248. According to the article 248 of Indian Constitution, all the residuary powers are vested under the control of central government. So Parliament has a power, okay, Parliament, sometimes the Parliament has given a power to pass a resolutions on the list, like union list, state list as well as concurrent list. Next, come to the point how our legislative matters are divided between union and state. So legislative matters are mainly divided between central and state government regarding three lists. Now first one is union list, state list, concurrent list. In union list, the power to make the law which is vested under the control of only central government, so that is called as union list. So we have 98 items in which the powers are mainly vested under the control of central government, so that is called as union list. Defense, insurance, income tax, postage, telephone, telegraph, so these are the list in which the central government have right to make the law, so that comes under union list. Next one, state list. State list means overall we have 59 items which are included in state list. State list are nothing but the power to make the law which is vested under the control of only state government, so that is comes under state list. So state list means land revenue, education, state public transport, health facility, all these things comes under the state list. Next, come to the point concurrent list. Concurrent list are nothing but whenever the government has power to make the laws at central and state level, that is concurrent list. So overall 52 items are there in which powers are vested under the control of both central and state list, so that is called concurrent list. Such as criminal law, marriage, divorce, forest, education. So all this list both central and state government have right to make the law, that is called as concurrent list. Now we have to discuss about Sarpanch. Sarpanch is who is the Sarpanch? He is the first person of village or first person of political head. So that is called as Sarpanch. Sarpanch is elected by the registered voters of the village. So how the Sarpanch is appointed? Sarpanch is mainly appointed by the registered voters of the village. Sarpanch presides over the meeting of Gram Panchayat as well as Gram Sabha, and Sarpanch is mainly responsible for implementation of resolutions for Gram Panchayat as well as Gram Sabha. So Sarpanch is mainly responsible for implementing resolution. Whenever if you wanted to make any act, Sarpanch is mainly responsible for implementing that resolutions in Gram Panchayat as well as Gram Sabha. So children, this is the items we have discussed. This is the point we have discussed. We will meet you in the next class and we will come with a new topic and we will discuss some new concept. Thank you very much.